Hey everybody, it's time for Free Your Mind Friday, so grab your cup. Let's go, Lady Yo.
Let's go.
Say I am unstoppable. Let me hear you say I am unstoppable. And let the horns play. Hey. Oh yeah. I heard that I would fail. Then I heard you won't prevail. Then I heard all the things that I can't do. And then you strengthen.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. It's Friday. I am your host, Tracy Berry McGee, also known as Divine T.
And I am Yolanda Langford, and you know what they call me, Lady Yo.
Lady Yo, Lady Yo, Lady Yo.
Yes.
Lady Yo. We made it to Friday.
We did. Thank God it's Friday.
Yes. How are you feeling?
I am fantastic. Life is beautiful.
Yes, it is. It is beautiful. You know, I was thinking about the fact that every single day this week we've asked everybody what's in their cup. But today it's about affirmation. So what's in your cup is like a metaphor for an affirmation word. So what is your affirmation word? What's in your cup?
Well, I will tell you what's in my cup is love.
Love, 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 love. You know what? That's your favorite word.
It is, and you know February is the season of love.
Yes, it is. And we're full of love. We're going to be feeling it all the whole month because we got a lot happening in the month of February. You know what my affirmation word is for today?
Tell me.
It's bold.
Yes.
It's bold. And I'm bold. I'm walking in my purpose. And this week has been a challenge, but we made it through. And
Absolutely.
that's what we're celebrating.
Absolutely.
And we will continue to celebrate that. So talk to us about who is our guest for today.
Well, you know, we have some amazing guests today. We have a musical guest by the name of Robert Nelson, and we also have people from Walgreens Expressions. We have Mr. John Gremer, and we have a young man who won the contest in 2015, Mr. Darius.
All right, y'all. So, you know, we have Darius Bass. Everybody say Darius Bass with me.
Darius Bass.
Because he won. And when you're a winner, you like everybody to say your name. And then Robert Nelson, I'm excited about him.
Oh my, that is going to be a treat within itself.
Yes, that's our vibe in a box.
Vibe in a box, that's
We haven't
new.
told them. Okay, I guess we'll wait. And of course, it's always good to have Walgreens in the house. We're talking about expressions when we return, because you know what? It's Friday then.
It's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday, what?
Life is all about the journey. Life's curves, hitting the road fast or slow. Celebrations, anniversaries, and birthdays. Everything in life is about moving forward. Whatever direction you choose to go far, go in style. New or used, go with Fraser Automotive.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years and I got my third child who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
Hey, I'm Darius Bass, owner of Speedway Eatery Food Truck. Keep watching our Own Your Now show on the TV network.
And as promised, we welcome John Gremer, Walgreens Director of Community Affairs, and our 2015 winner, Walgreens Expressions winner, Darius Bass. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
We are fantastic. How are you?
Life is good but chilly here up in Chicago today.
Oh my goodness. Well, you know, we want to
only
jump
imagine.
right on in, and we want to know, what does Expressions mean to Walgreens?
Well, Expressions is an extension of what our teams do every day. Walgreens' purpose is helping folks live more joyful lives through better health. And the idea of Expressions is to help young people express themselves, feel healthier, and make good, healthy decisions moving forward.
That's interesting that you say that. I remember when the team was conceptualized and the idea came to part. It was 2009, correct?
It was 2009 and in St. Louis, and we just went national a year ago. This is our second year going national. So we started in Chicago and St. Louis, and we've expanded a little bit since then.
You know, you just said the magic word, you went national. What kind of impact has that had on the competition?
Well, you know, the competition has been great. It started as an HIV, STI awareness program. The students really took it to the next level. Last year during the pandemic, obviously all the schools were closed, so we couldn't come and visit and make in-person visits to each of the schools in St. Louis and Chicago. So we decided to take it national. And with the pandemic, you can guess, a lot of issues around isolation, about being separated, and also given the world, social justice really came to the forefront in what our teams wanted to talk about.
You know, that's so interesting. I'm a licensed therapist, and one of the things that I've seen with a lot of students is the impact of mental health awareness as well as social justice. The trauma has impacted us all. So for Walgreens to have, you know, an idea that literally allows our youth to express themselves is just amazing.
Yes.
Speaking of students, we have the media winner from 2015, Darius Bass. He's with us. He's now a successful entrepreneur and an owner of Speedway Eatery. I want to talk to him a little bit about all the things that's been happening. Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Well, you know, we are first of all proud of you because you started out as the winner and now you've gone on to be an entrepreneur. Tell us what made you want to participate in the Expressions Challenge?
Yes, ma'am. I knew I had a gift for just speaking and talking to people. Rap was my first love, so I knew I could, you know, go out and express myself, say what's on my heart, and really look to touch people, touch my generation with my ideas, my words. And so the Expressions Challenge was the perfect opportunity for me to just use a platform to go out and say, hey, you know, I got a voice.
Yes.
And this is how I feel.
Yes.
And even today, it's still following me today. It just goes to show good deeds. When you do good, good always follow you. It never goes in vain.
I love that.
I do too.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
do. You know, one of the things when I saw your video back then, of course, you look totally different now, but the message remains the same.
Yes, ma'am.
Talk to us about how you came up with that message to really impact our young men.
Yeah, so the message was called Boy to a Man. So during that time, I grew up around, you know, a lot of older family members. I can say I have an old soul. So it was pitiful. It was important for me to talk about transformation. You know, even though we're young, we can still go out and be something of ourselves and conduct ourselves as young men. So at that time, even though I was 17, you know, my mindset, how I was raised, the wisdom that was bestowed on me, and everybody that, you know, touched and laid hands on me, I felt like I had the voice and the power to write lyrics that commanded power.
I just want to snap. Yes.
Write lyrics that meant something and that can touch people, reach people.
And you did just that. You reached people. One thing that I love is that you said that the young men who participated with you, you guys are still friends.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Tell us about the lessons that you've learned. I mean, you know, of course, you're how old now?
24.
24, and he is an old soul.
Yes.
You know, he's talking about laying hands. You know, everybody was covering him. Talk to us about some of those lessons that you've learned as a result of being a part of the Walgreens Expression.
Well, I did enter 3 times, so it taught me not to give up. You know, no matter who's judging it, no matter who's seeing it, I just knew that it was something that I was supposed to do. And it breeds confidence. You know, the Expressions Challenge taught me to have confidence. We got to be able to go out into the world And so my mother always told me, you know, walk with your head up.
Yes.
My father told me, you know, smiling makes you ugly. You know, just different things that, you know, the Expressions Challenge, I was already preparing for it. I didn't know, so when the opportunity came, I was ready, you know. And it's been preparing me ever since, just how to conduct myself in a job interview and how to go about business the right way, you know, ethicals, manners, everything. So I feel like it played a big pivotal part in my time in high school and post-high school too.
Okay, wait a minute. We're going to pivot real quick.
Yes.
Because I know that we're wrapping up. But Speedway Eatery, you are now an entrepreneur. What made you say yes to that? Tell everybody about Speedway Eatery.
Yes, ma'am. We've been in business for 3 years now. The company was doing great before we took over. We bought it from an elderly couple who was doing a business. Got the name out pretty good, but we didn't want to reinvent the wheel. We just seen that it was something that was already thriving.
Yes.
And we saw that we can take it to another level. So
and you did it.
We ended up purchasing the whole business, including the truck and some of the contacts. But you know, I was always raised on good work ethic and just going out and providing, you know. So
it makes us proud. You
yes,
know,
it did. We always call ourselves the aunties. So now you are officially one of our nephews.
Tell your mom and dad they did a great job. They did a great job. You know, we always ask, what is your affirmation? Like, what's in your cup? We'll start. I don't know if John is still with us, because we love to find out what John's word is, what's in his cup. So John, what is in your cup? What is your affirmation word for today?
I have a little tea in my cup, but my affirmation word is blessed after hearing Darius and you. So thank you guys. Putting a little bit of fuel in my tank this way, but also a little fuel in my heart. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
fantastic.
We are so awesome. Okay. What is your affirmation word? What's the cup? What you sipping on?
This is STL water.
I like the way you said that, STL water. You said that with matter of fact.
Yes. What would your affirmation word be?
Poise. Yes. I think that word's been on my mind the whole week. Even now, just to be poised. You know, under pressure, you never know what life will throw at you. Each day you need to go out ready to guard your energy and know that you know God is with you and you got strength. So being poised.
I love it.
Yeah.
We love it. We love it.
When it really matters.
It really matters. And I hear that your faith is important to you.
Yes, ma'am. As you can tell, I brought my cup, the house of the Lord.
The house of the Lord. Amen.
Amen.
That's it.
Located 5868 West Florissant. It's a new church.
You know, hey, you know what? You better represent. And I love that because one of the things that I grew up, we always knew the address to our church because you got to know how to find home. That's what it's all about. Well, you know, we want to thank you both for coming on. We want to thank Walgreens Expressions. You know, there is a huge competition that's happening right now. The Walgreens Expressions Challenge info is www.expressionschallenge.com. You all need to make sure you tell all of the kids in high school, tell the teachers, the counselors, everybody, go there now and make sure that you register. And we can't wait to find out who the winner is. The winner is the 2022 winner.
Yes, indeed.
When we return, we will have our Vibe in the Box guest, jazz musician Robert Nelson.
It's not about exact measurements or the perfect dice when it comes to cooking. Good food is about feeling, inspired food is about comfort, and pure food is about feeding the soul. You have to have soul to feed people right, so pull up a chair, take a taste, and let Pure Catering do the cooking. Visit Pure Catering Cafe STL at the Missouri Historical Society today.
Hey, boss. Okay.
Said I'm fine.
Me the bed, see you in the morning with the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it, and we lost it. In my head, in my head, in my head. Where you at on the left, in my head.
Hey, son.
Hey, Bob.
You know you can talk to me.
Yeah.
And as promised, we welcome the Robert Nelson. He's an American rhythm and jazz artist who quickly became the best-selling music attraction for his late night After 5 jazz party and sold out live performances. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Well, good morning.
Good morning. Well, you know what? I'm getting excited just hearing your voice, your speaking voice. Okay. So I know it's going to be a treat when we get to hear your singing voice. Yes, well, you know what, Tracy, you have a magic question for us.
I got to ask you, what's in your cup? What are you sipping on?
Well, this morning I have, what is this, lemon and ginger tea.
Lemon and ginger tea, you know, for the vocal cords, I'm assuming.
Absolutely.
Well, you know, speaking of vocal cords, you are a jazz musician. What made you choose jazz, young man?
Wow. Well, first of all, I want to thank you ladies for having me. And I want to congratulate you guys on your second season.
Thank you.
This is beautiful. You look amazing. The show
you.
is vibrant and it's going places. And I'm really happy to be here.
Well,
I really
thank
am.
you so
I
much.
Really am.
Thank you so much.
Excited to be a part of it.
About the question, why did I choose jazz? You don't choose jazz.
Okay.
Jazz chooses you.
All right. We're learning today, Tracy.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, jazz chooses you. It's something that it's difficult to just say this is what I want to do. It's something that beckons you, and it's something that has to really be inside of you, you know. And so I believe that I was chosen. Yeah.
Yes, I like that. I like that. I was chosen.
You know, you worked with some of the greats, Wynton
absolutely.
Marsalis. What was your musical influences?
My musical influences, they go way back. I would say, believe it or not, Sammy Davis Jr.
Yes.
Dean Martin.
That's entertainment.
Yeah. Diane Carroll.
Yes.
The Jacksons.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Donna Summer.
Right.
I love Donna Summer.
Billie Holiday.
Yes.
Yeah. Prince, Michael Jackson, Diane Reeves. The list goes on.
Yes,
the
it
list
does.
goes on.
Yes, it does.
And so all these musical influences that you have, and when you sing, you know, I know you think about all the music you've heard, but I have a question.
Okay.
What would you tell your 18-year-old self?
Don't do it. I would tell my 18-year-old self to breathe.
Yes. Yes.
To breathe.
Yes. You know, it's something about that because sometimes 18-year-olds get so impatient.
Yes.
You moved to New York. You
Yes.
came back to St. Louis.
Yeah.
There's a story behind that. Tell everybody, what did that look like for you?
Well, it's real. I think it's an interesting story. I mean, you remember the movie Coming to America,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And you remember when Prince Akeem was looking for a wife, and he took a map and he says, "If I'm looking for a queen,"
Yes.
and he put his
Going to
finger on the
Queens.
map. And he says, "I'm going to Queens."
Yes.
Well, I wanted to be a jazz musician, and I thought I was really fascinated with the Harlem Renaissance.
Yes.
And so I thought, I'm going to Harlem if I want to be a jazz musician.
Yes.
And it sounds kind of funny now, but it was an incredible experience. I went to Harlem, I worked and I recorded some and met a few cats and—
Hold on, what's that word? A few cats.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm a jazz cat.
Yes.
And met a few cats, but the interesting thing is, and I got a chance to work at some record companies, and I got a chance to meet a lot of people and perform at the Apollo Theater and just absorb Harlem culture. Mm-hmm. But the interesting thing was, it wasn't until I returned back home to St. Louis that the magic really happened. And it's similar to the story of The Wizard of Oz. You know, I thought that when I went to New York, I would meet all of these cool jazz cats and my whole life would change. But when I came back home to St. Louis and I got a chance to meet, you know, Philip Graves and Darren Pops Jackson and Denise Times and Demarius Hicks and Montez Coleman, and many of these jazz greats, it changed my life. And the reception that I got from the people of St. Louis, I thought, what made me ever leave this city, man? I mean, St. Louis has a really, really hot jazz scene, a rhythm and jazz scene like none other. And I've been to some of those places. And now I'm home and I'm loving it.
And let me tell you, we are loving that you are home. Tracy and I had the honor of being in an audience, and it was our first time seeing you. And I looked at Tracy, and she looked at me, and I said, oh, he has to come on the show.
Yes, he
and
does.
speaking of shows, we know you have one coming up,
Yes,
February
yes,
11th.
yes, yes.
Let us all know about it.
It is called A Love Affair. And a love affair begins with loving yourself first. And I thought about a Valentine's show, and I thought, you know, there are a lot of people that have lost their spouses and lost their loved ones. And I'm thinking, how do we celebrate Valentine's Day when many of us are missing many of the people that we love? And I thought, this is a Valentine's celebration for us individually, for us to begin loving ourselves. We can't love anybody else until we love ourselves. And we can't expect anybody else to love us if we don't love ourselves. So on February the 11th, A Love Affair will begin with us loving ourselves.
That's right. And that's where it starts. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
That part. You know how they say that part.
Yes, indeed.
How do we stay connected? Tell us.
Oh, okay. Well, on Instagram, I'm at I am Robert Nelson STL. And on Facebook, we are the Robert Nelson Experience. And those that are interested in booking us, we are at www.IamRobertNelson.
That's
well,
easy.
thank you. We are going to definitely stay connected. You'll see us in the audience loving ourselves and our significant others. But you know what? I want to ask you this. What is your affirmation word? What is that word that gets Robert Nelson going?
Right now, it's surrender.
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 Why surrender?
The more I've tried to control my life, and probably, I hope not, and other people around me.
I understand what you're saying.
And I don't mean control in a negative way, but trying to orchestrate things. The more that I did that, the more I kind of bumped into all of these walls, and it created a lot of frustration. And once I thought, you know, it's happening for me, and it's only because I surrender. I mean, it's just like I give up and whatever.
I surrender all.
I surrender all. So, yeah.
That's awesome. I remember a quote that says, trying to control the ocean, trying to control others is like trying to control the ocean. You just can't. But you can surrender to the flow. You can surrender to the flow.
I hear you got a tattoo that's similar to the tattoo that I have.
I do. It's Psalms 139:14.
And mine is Psalms 27.
We are fearfully and wonderfully made.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
I love it.
Well, we just want to thank you so much. We have our first, you all.
Our very first Vibe in a Box.
Vibe in a Box.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
When we return, we're so excited.
As promised, we have our first Vibe in a Box musician, Robert Nelson, the Robert Nelson Experience, and he is with Philip Dr. Feel Good Graves.
Hey, summer sun, you always smile. Clouds in the sky, you never mind. Sad, you always smile. Never before I met your kind. Loving never got a hold on me. out of a dream. My life once a misery. Then your love would set me free. And I wanna be free, free, free. Do you wanna be free, free, free? Hey, summer sun, your love's divine. Clouds in the sky, you'll never mind. Happy or sad, don't be sad, you always shine. Never before I met your kind.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to start boosting your retirement savings today.
Oh my goodness, our vibe in the box was everything.
I told you.
Oh my God, I feel like a Renaissance woman.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. We just want to say thank you so much to everyone that was on the show today. The Walgreens Expressions Challenge, Darius Bass.
Yes, indeed, the Robert Nelson and Dr. Feelgood. Did you hear that?
Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. And you know what? I can't wait because we're going to be right up front center.
Yes.
We want to just say thank you to everyone that has tuned in with us today. We want to make sure that you all realize that now you can be a part of our studio audience. You can stay connected to us. You can go to our website or you can download the app, the Odd TV Network app. But until next time, what we want you to understand, the value of being bold. You can be bold and say yes to all those things, but you got to do it with love, and you'll understand the value of being blessed. But stay poised, but understand that if things don't happen in time, surrender to the flow, and always remember, love is where we start. So until next time, make sure that you keep your cups full.
Go out and create some vibrant vibes. Keep sipping love, peace, and positivity.
And remember, tomorrow isn't promised, so own your now.